Hi, I'm Thomas. I'm a sex researcher. And today, I'm going to talk to you about porn, because people are watching a lot of porn. It has been estimated that the porn industry rakes in as much as $100 billion a year worldwide, and about 10 to 13 billion in the US alone. That's more than the NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL, and PGA all added together. And you might be thinking that it's all men, but women make up about 30% of internet porn viewers at any given time. And most research on pornography suggests that well above 90% of all people have viewed pornography at some point, most of them recently, and almost everyone more than once. When it comes to research on porn, overall there are mixed results and the numbers can be all over the place. One of these reasons is that the research on pornography is not being heavily funded, and it can be hugely polarizing. Think about it. People tend to see porn as either entirely bad or entirely good. In actuality, it seems to more so be somewhere in the middle, and kind of vary depending on who's actually watching it and what they're picking up from it. A content analysis of pornography in 2010 revealed that in 88% of pornography scenes there is either physical or verbal abuse. Physical or verbal abuse was defined by the authors as including things like spanking, hair pulling, gagging, insulting someone, or threatening them. The authors did not distinguish between if the acts were perceived to be consensual or not. For example, did the other partner say they wanted to have their hair pulled, that they wanted to be spanked? They basically just marked down if it was in the scene at all, which could be why 88% is so high. Other research on violence and pornography has shown that purposely viewing violent pornography and engaging in sexual violence are highly associated. And there could be a couple of reasons. One being that by watching violent pornography, the viewer could be making a few assumptions about what sex is supposed to look like and how people are expected to act in bed. If we think of sex as involving two people, which yes, I'm aware there can be sex with 1 billion people, 1 person, 3 people, whatever, but stick with me here. If we think of sex with 2 people, one may be considered the penetrative partner, while the other is the receptive partner. Violent pornography may be sending messages to the penetrative partner that they are expected to be physically assertive and overly aggressive to their receptive partner. And similarly, the receptive partner may assume they are supposed to enjoy being treated that way and respond in a certain way, specifically with great enjoyment. And it's not that either of these things is necessarily wrong when both parties are giving enthusiastic consent, but it's rather a question of, is this the behavior you want to be engaging in, or has it become a default because it's what you've been told you're supposed to like? Basically, because it's what you've been seeing in porn. I mean, maybe you don't want to have your hair pulled, and maybe you do. Both are fine, but if you do it or don't do it, it shouldn't be because you saw it in porn. It should be because you want it. There is porn that explores concepts like consent, condom use, and nonviolent sex. It's defined as a genre of film developed by and or for those dedicated to gender equality. It was created for the purpose of encouraging women and their self-beliefs of freedom through sexuality, equality, and pleasure. It's called feminist porn. For those of you rolling your eyes at the word feminist, this porn doesn't mean lesbian or porn for women. What it means is porn where the sex is clearly consensual and depicts respect for one another. That doesn't mean that feminist porn isn't kinky, it means that the rules involved are clearly established and not abusive. If consent and respect during porn offends you, I don't know what to tell you. But I don't want you to think it's all bad. Porn watchers often report that pornography has helped them to understand their sexuality, increase the sexual quality of their relationships, and provided them with some sexual knowledge or technique. In fact, some couples that report watching porn together also report being very satisfied with their sex lives. Every single second, more than $3,000 is being spent on porn. Almost 30,000 internet users are looking at it, and every second, about 4,000 individuals are using a search engine to find porn. I'm gonna say it again. People are watching a lot of porn, and not everyone is running out, losing their minds, engaging in condomless sex, and beating up their partner. Now, I'm not suggesting that you should go out and watch a ton of porn, but there is one big tip I can offer. It's not a how-to guide or playbook. It's a form of entertainment and should be treated as such. I mean, come on. Surely you wouldn't watch Harry Potter and then jump from a building on a broom to play Quidditch, so don't watch porn and then try to recreate what you see there. It's not real. What I think the big takeaway here is not that porn is necessarily bad, but it shouldn't be used as a form of education. So the next time you're watching porn, think, am I just watching this for entertainment, or am I trying to learn something from it? We're gonna come back to porn. It's too much to cover all at once. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I've got a lot of content in production and I don't want you to miss out. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. In the meantime, check out one of these other videos. And don't forget to send me your questions about sex, thomastalksabout@gmail.com.